Well, I'm back with the scissors so I can open my soy sauce. I think I better open it over the paper towel just in case it spills. Let's put it in there. Don't want to put too much because it's kind of juicy. Now I'm ready to mix my paints. I like to take one Q-tip for each color. Mix it up real good. Stir and stir and stir and stir. Make sure you get the corners. I pull the corners in to the middle. That's just something you learn from practice. Now I'll leave it in there. And this is going to be red. And I'm mixing it. So you don't see any red streaks when you're finished. That means you don't have any red streaks. Make sure you get the corners, pull it in from the outside to the center, and keep mixing it until you don't see any dark areas or white areas. Get a little closer so you can see the blue. The blue is pretty intense. So if you're making sky, you're going to have to add water to the blue. I already know that. Can you tell that it's blue? When I get through mixing, I'm going to pick up my phone and focus it so you can see the colors in the tray. I'll probably do that when I get started painting. There's the green. Nice dark green. Make sure you get the corners. It's okay if you get some on the edges because once it dries, it comes right off out of these containers because the container is plastic. It doesn't stick to this once it dries. Now I'm mixing the brown. It's going to turn out to be a very light tan unless I add more brown to it, which is, as you remember, soy sauce. It's going to be kind of soupy, but at least it's brown. I'm going to add a tiny bit more. Oops, oh no, it went everywhere. Well, it won't hurt anything. It won't hurt the green anyway. And it's mixing very well. Now that makes a nice pleasing color brown. Make a nice trunk for a tree. And I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put a little bit more green in here. And add a dab of yellow because that green is just too bright, too dark. So now I'm going to add a little yellow. Isn't that a pretty lime green? That's how you make lime green. You add yellow to your green. And get this. Throw it away. And I'm going to wipe this soy sauce before it gets someplace else I don't want it to go. Notice I put down a piece of paper. The paper does two things. It keeps your desk or your surface clean, and it is a good thing to test your colors on. So if I wanted to test this color, I'd just go dab it right there and see what it looks like. Same with the green. See how much darker that is? Now I like to make purple. Purple is red and blue. So I'm just going to mix a tiny bit of blue and a tiny bit of red. So I always like to paint with purple. And mix it together. Get more closer so you can see it. It's very dark. I'm gonna add more red. This is interesting. I'm going to add a little more glue because maybe I put too much color in there and it's turning so dark you can't see the purple. So here goes the purple, I hope. That looks more like brown than purple. Need a little more blue. Sometimes when you mix colors, you don't get what you want. Making sure that this is blue. This still does not look like purple. It's very, very deep, dark purple. I'm going to add some water to it and see what it looks like. Starting a little more like purple. Now I'm going to add a little more blue. Looks like purple's going to be the difficult color today. A little more red. These food colorings are not very good. I would have bought the kind that are liquid that you use for Easter eggs, because these gel ones are not very pure colors, evidently. So I shouldn't be doing this. Anyway, I'm determined. Now I'm going to mess up my color if I put that back in there. I think what the problem is, my red must have orange in it, which causes it to make more of a brown than a purple. Well, how about that? Okay, that's the end of mixing the paint.